everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking a look at the Transformers Legacy Generation 2 Jhiaxus. Or is it Jhiaxus? Again, I understand the pun name Jhiaxus as a reference to the comic books being canceled, so they literally made a character complaining about them being canceled. Back in the 90s, and I still got it. I will not lie. When I first saw this guy, I didn't like it. I didn't like the colors. I didn't like I did not like the vehicle mode. Still a little iffy on the vehicle mode. But as I saw the reviews come out for this guy, and as I saw more of him, I gotta say I love it. I love this thing. It is such a fun toy to play with, and it's just such an interesting design altogether. Like, I can even give the alt mode some slack now because of how much I appreciate the design for Jhiaxus. And I was the guy who, when I first heard of it, I just knew the orange jet that kind of looked like Starscream. I did not know about the G2 version. And I gotta say, I very much like this figure. And he is decked out in a lot of really awesome detail, actually. We will first take a look at the head. Zip. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Here. And there we go. Boop. And we're gonna just move this over. There we go. There we go. So as you can see for the head here, he's very stern. He's got that no nonsense kind of scientific vibe to him. And there's so much like really awesome red detailing on, like, just molding done out of the red plastic. Like, you have the kind of, I guess, the comms unit here, and then you have the wire here and here as well on the other side, and then you got the Jhiaxus tubes going throughout, and the very vague like Seeker head. Like, he has a very vague Seeker inspired head with the vents going off the side and the head fin, as well as you got half of a Seeker shoulder pauldron. The wings are at the back, but I mean that's mainly because I didn't have anywhere else to put it. You have these very nice kind of, it's not quite gold and ain't quite yellow. It's kind of in between. It's almost got like, it's kind of got like a green hue to it, honestly. And it's very nice. I saw a couple of pictures of the old G2 Jhiaxus, and it's very right on with the color scheme that they were going for with some of the characters. And as you can see, you got a couple of lights here and here. You got the yellow picking out here and here, as well as the G2 Decepticon logo. I'm just gonna bring that in a wee bit more, because that's actually really, I very much like the fact that they added in the G2 Decepticon logo. That's very cool. And then just as the light is catching here, you got some vent detailing here on the shoulder, right here and here, as well as some more kind of musculature detailing here on the forearms. And you even have some very nice venting detailing here on the back. Here on the back as well. Got the vents here, here, and here, as well as some wires coming in, and then some just random sci-fi detailing going throughout. And that's really cool. You also have a wee bit of that same kind of detailing here in the back. Get the vent here and here, and that's mainly because of the thruster feet. Yeah. So, there's that for Jhiaxus. And there we go. Alright, so you also have some very nice kind of wire detailing here on the leg. There we go. right here on the leg. So, and it's really nice how they molded the like all the wiring and everything, and just the fact that they leave it exposed. It's really cool. I actually very much like that detail. All right. So for there we go. For articulation, head is on a ball joint, can do a full 360. Shoulders are kind of interesting. You can get a if you leave him in the normal pose, you can't get him to do a suck it Magnus, but you can move him out so that he can. So you can give him a suck it Magnus. And it kind of works to make it seem like even though you know the hinge is here, it does kind of work as a as making sure like the shoulders line up so it doesn't look super weird. So you can just bring them out like that. Arms are able to rotate full 360. You get just over 90-degree bend here at the elbow. Wrists can rotate, very nice, and you can open and close the hand, something that a lot of figures don't do anymore. I'm looking at you, G2 Prime. What the hell? Legs can go out that far. Out that far. Back about that far. Legs are very well done. He can get into some pretty decent setups for a kick. And he's very well balanced. And for feet articulation, you just kind of get a wee bit of a ankle pivot and then a decent back and forth. And yeah, that is about it for Jhiaxus. You can also either have the foot wings out or behind. I kind of like to leave them behind because I know he's supposed to have the foot wings, but I kind of keep them in vehicle mode instead of here in robot mode. And yeah. So there's that. Now let's get on to some comparisons. Here's Jhiaxus with G2 Laser Prime. The big bad versus the slightly angst-ridden Optimus. Here he is with another Cybertronian Seeker. And here he is with the earliest version of Jhiaxus that we got based off of the IDW. And my god, what a glow up. No wrist articulation to all of the wrist articulation. No hip movement to all of the hip movement. Oh yeah, he also has a swivel. And yeah. He also comes with 2 guns. You get this big ass red gun and this teeny tiny energon infused gun. And this is literally just a smaller version of the big gun. That's all it is. It lacks the other handle here. And something fun you can do with the sensor array is you can pull it off and you can stick it on the back of the rifle to give it more of like a kind of a smart gun vibe. That way he has the added sensor array on there, so if he shoots the gun, it'll hit its target. And I like to think of this one as like just your regular blaster, and then this one as like a scatter shot style weapon, like a shotgun. And unlike some of the other weapons, these are in fact blast effect compatible. Kinda. Gotta get the right one. There we go. This one, kinda. Oh no, yeah, no. Yeah. He looks almost scared to be holding these guns. Like, I didn't want this. I did not want this.
I am a scientist, damn it!
Yeah. Now, I when I saw the head, he reminded me a lot of like an Apocalypse or Doomsday or a like one of those old ass kind of 80s villains. Dark Side. He so much so that when I have this guy not displayed sitting down on the Decepticon throne, I will have his arms behind his back, and then I will just kind of have him floating like that, and then just kind of have him move around like so, like he's too important to even touch the ground. He's just got like that era of
You do not matter to me. I don't care.
On second thought, walk faster. He kind of has that kind of a vibe to him, and I very much dig it. All right, so let's get down to transformation, shall we? So first thing we're gonna want to do is take out the sensor array and just put it off to the side. Next is flip open the arms and rotate the fists in. Then open up the cockpit like so and flip the back. So everything kind of looks like that. Then you want to rotate the sensor down. Lift up the entire front here. Flip up the nose cone. And then rotate the sensor so it's all the way in the cavity here. Then you want to take the head. What I like to do is rotate it all the way around, 360. And fold it into place. Close it back up like so. Then rotate the arm or the shoulders all the way down. And then connect them together. And just kind of bring them out like so. Next, fully connect the legs and then rotate the entire thing 360. What I like to do is oh wait, no, actually before we do that, flip out the kind of tail fins here, then connect everything together, then unhinge the back, and that releases the thrusters, push in the feet so they're like so. And then there's a tab here and a port right here on the foot. And you just want to tab that in on both sides to make sure they are both evenly distributed. Then flip the back section here. Fold it down. And then you just want to connect the legs like so. And then rotate the wings out on this hinge here. And there is a slot right here for this peg to just kind of stick in. Then you just do it on this side here as well, like so, and like so. And then you just move the entire arm assembly all the way to the back. And then you want to connect these two pegs here into the ports here on the thighs. And there you have Jhiaxus. Oh, right, and we want to bring this back, and we can either peg it in here, just to have it stored in the vehicle mode, or you can just peg it onto the back of the gun and leave it like so. I usually just do that, just because it makes my life easier. But do what your wish. For your very own figure. Now, as you can see, it is a jet of some kind of alien design. And that's really cool. I always love alien design ships. I think they're fascinating. They're interesting. They're cool as all hell. However, why doesn't it not have a bottom half? Like, why is this just all plastic? Like, why? I get for the nose cone, but you couldn't have made something for here. I I don't know, but that's a little bit. That's a little icky. I am not a fan of that. However, I can get past it because the rest of it is very cool. And a lot of the same detail. The only really different kind of detail that's being shown here is just for the back section here of the of what was the backpack. And even then, it's not like it's a whole lot of brand new detail. But as you can see, you get these very nice red thrusters, which are in fact blast effect compatible. So you can have him go. You can angle the wings to however you like them. So if you kind of want like a weird tetra or a weird kind of quad jet or quad wing, you can do that. I like to actually, I like this, where he has the straight wings and then the two bottom ones. I know it's not accurate to the comic book, but that's just how I like it. And it is my toy, and I shall do what I wish with it. But that is what it looks like straight ahead from the top, the bottom, bottom. Plus, these are. I like to imagine these are heat sinks. So like they need as much air as they can get, and they're already pretty blocked off with these giant ass things. So you know. Yeah. So, for comparison, here he is with G1 Jhiaxus. Well, the first Jhiaxus toy that we got. And as you can see, totally different design philosophy. Alien, not so alien. Based off of an already existing toy mold, completely different mold of his own. And that is amazing. That I really like. Move him out of the way. And here he is with Starscream. So you get the difference between the Gen 1 Transformers and the Gen 2 Transformers. Because that was like the whole big thing with Transformers Generation 2. There was a whole second Cybertronian civilization whose whole desire was to conquer everything. And that's what Jhiaxus is. He is a Generation 2 Transformer. He is the second generation of Transformers birthed by Primus. From what I get from my very limited knowledge of the Generation 2 comic. And I very much like that. I think it looks awesome. So we'll take this out. And last, but certainly not least, here we have him next to Prime. The two leaders of the two different factions. Technically three, I guess, if we're being logical here, there's technically three factions going on here. There's the new faction, which is run by Jhiaxus. There's the Decepticons, and then there's the, Autobots. I can't remember what Jhiaxus' faction was called. All I know is that this is what their G2 Decepticon logo is. But yeah. And honestly, I like this. It looks really freaking cool. And hell, you can even put my triple barreled shotgun right here. And then you can just stick the sword, shield, whatever, right all the way up here. And now he's all decked out. And that looks cool. That looks cool. Alright. But yeah, so that is it for Generation 2 Jhiaxus. I will never get the name. I honestly will never ever get the name. Is it Jhiaxus? G-axis? Like, how you say certain Chinese letters? Because I don't know and it's driving me mad. But anyways, that's it for Jhiaxus. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, night, whenever you watch this. And I hope you're ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're taking another look at a Velocitron figure. Have a good rest of your night. I already said that. God. I'm losing my mind. Whatever. Have a good rest of your time, rest of your day, guys. And I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.